Some people waiting. Now I just need to see them show up in my chat. So say hi so I know you're there, so I know who to speak to during the show. Because you are important. Tonight on Craft, no, this is not Craft Roulette. This is Fun University Study Hall from the halls of Bunny Trail Hall. I don't like using hall and twice in one. Maybe study laboratory. You know, I have been watching Call the Midwives. Hello. There she is, red chair and 5K. Not that I have nicknames. Yep, study laboratory from the hallowed Bunny Trail Hall. I think that I may end up changing that. But anyway, this is where I actually show you how to do some things, as opposed to Craft Roulette, where I don't show you how to do things, but people pick up things anyway. It's just marvelous. It's just a marvelous system. We'll get started here in just 1 or 2 minutes with the actual program. So how are you guys? Hi, Jamie. I don't know if your back row buddy's going to show up tonight or not. But maybe. So you're not at a concert tonight, Jamie? No music going on in your life? Just me? La 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 la. Fun University, we like you very much. Fun University. You're still going topless? Oh my gosh. Sure, it's just scandalous. This bathing suit situation is just scandalous, I tell you. I think I've told you, I'm not even sure if I have. The elastic in my swimsuit is so old it could be brittle. Hello, Christina, you're up. How are ya? How are you? It was a beautiful morning here today. Woo, in the 50s. And then it heated up again to the 90s. But it was good while we had it. It was really nice. It wasn't bad, though, because it was kind of like it got the air conditioner a little break. Oh, you're in art class? That's what this is. You're double art classing? That's pretty artsy. Double art class. Is that like having a double major? A double art major? I don't know. That's pretty impressive. For somebody in the back row. Hi, Lee. How are you? Hello. Jean. Hi, Leslie. Wow, we got some real nice girls here. Almost dinner time in California. You don't have air conditioning? I grew up without air conditioning. I don't recommend it at this point. Not in this joint. Kansas, well, I don't live in Kansas, but Kansas is hot. We're going to the intro, and I will be right back. Thanks for joining me. Oh, you're making a dress for your mom? Man, you guys have talent. Double art major, sewing. I am amongst superstars. I'll be right back. Hi, I'm Mary Gunn. Welcome to Fun University. Hello, I'm Mary Gunn, Fun, founder and head professor of Fun University. Welcome to the study laboratory from the Bunny Trail Halls of Fun University. We are, this is a class where we really don't know what direction I'm going. And so it's kind of like, oh, surprise. But at the same time, tonight, I do have some things. And, you know, it's over. Father's Day is over, but is it really? I mean, really, we should have Father's Day every day. But I found some things after Father's Day or the day before Father's Day. So I thought I'd just go over those. Another thing we talked about, on Craft Roulette Friday night was, a bed card. Yes, everybody should know how to make a bed card. So we're going to go through how to make a bed card. Yes, we are tonight. And then I did want to show you my gnome card again, the ice cream gnomes. And so that's what we're going to do. Fun University is a community-sponsored program. And we are here live 2 nights a week, Tuesdays at 6:30 and Thursdays at 6:30 Central Time. And you are always invited, even if you want to sit on the back seat, back row, way back there, and pass notes to each other and talk. It's okay. We're just glad to have you here. We've got some nice students that visit us. And we also have a Fun University Lounge on Facebook group, which you are welcome to join too, because you can turn in homework that you are inspired to try after one of these classes. So this week, but Tuesdays are pretty free for all. Thursday, I do have a plan. So, and the plan is usually based on some design element. So there's a little, I don't work for any direct sales. I don't work with any companies, so I don't have anything to sell. So, we do have a Patreon. It is under Mary Gun Fun. We also have 2 other shows, Craft Roulette and Cut the Crap. Okay, let's go down to paper and get this show started. Oh my gosh, you guys are really, really busy people. Jeannie Coelho. Okay, I won't remember that, but we'll have to come up with a nickname for you. Jeannie. Maybe we can come up with something. Okay, now let's start with this. So these were the cards that I found. I went through all my cards looking for the bed card. That's what all. And the bed card, it turned out to be in a file of some of my favorite cards. Well, wouldn't you know? So did I look there first? No. I didn't realize I had thought of it as one of my favorite cards, but I apparently did. Live and learn. This is a 5x7. Now, I love a good grid, and I wanted to measure these real fast to see what they are. It's a 5x7, and this is 1.5. Is it square? By 1.5. So we have 1.5 by 1.5 squares, 3 rows of them. That's 12. So if you ever want to do a grid like that, it really is a fun card. And you could do it with different paper scraps. You could do it with little watercolor scraps. Oh, wouldn't that be pretty? You could do it with little spell out something like the Wheel of Fortune board. You could do it with small stamped images, anything that you might want to play with. I think we might try one of these sometime. I might leave it out. A couple of the details that we have in here that you might want to try to remember are the visual triangle, of course, so we've got those kind of things, but not really. It's kind of a rule breaker here. And this is, these are staples, colored staples for the love of Pete with some tiny, tiny beads, which is a really cool look. This is a little piece of ribbon that has been shredded. It's kind of like a junk journal looking thing, isn't it? That's a groovy little deal. And then this little white around, if you have a white core paper, you can rough that baby up and you can get some texture called tooth on there. Just a nice little place. I think if I were doing this today, I would have Mr. Owl up here, maybe those two, do this and then pull something down here a little bit. Probably here. So you had a little better, maybe another little critter, something like that. I feel like it's a little not balanced, but it's okay. It's okay. And so this one, he just had we talked about these fleurs being very popular. I know, what's a bed card? It's just frightening. We're going to get there. Just hang on. So, but we were talking about these fleurs and how they were so popular a couple years ago, and I'm sure they'll be coming back any minute. So, heck, maybe with the next release, we'll see some good fleurs, and they are very pretty. I'm ready for them to come back. Anyway, this was a 5x7. The squares are 1.5 each. Let's try some of those. I think it'd be fun. Another Father's Day card. This is a sandwich bag, and it's folded over, closed up with a brad. Brads are coming back too, and then this is a die cut mustache. This is just a piece of cardstock that's cut right there and then opened up. Made some good old suspenders for this. Oh, it looks like he's going to sing some barbershop choir stuff. So anyway, I thought we made that at a class many moons ago, but I thought it was still kind of pretty or kind of cute. There's just a couple little brads there. I'd have to find my brads to be able to make this one now. So, is it going to be easy to make as a real bed? I don't know. It depends on. And then here's a gatefold with a shirt kind of thing. Again, it's just a gatefold card, and we've done that before. And then you just fold down the corners. See? Oh, it's a breeze came up, and we don't want that. So we put our collar up, but then it gets hot, and you bring it back down. And this is a faux pocket, but it sure looks dapper. And then you open it up and it's just got a little message there. So you would want something with a good back, two-sided piece of paper if you want this look. We did at Fun University in the old days, we had some hair coming out and it was Tom Selleck, but that's a whole nother story. But it's an easy gatefold card, especially for a guy or, or a girl. Yeah, you could put a little feminine scarf on there. Yes. Like, oh, I know. Like some fringy stuff. That'd be pretty. That'd be pretty. Okay, so here's one. This is rather scandalous too. This is almost as scandalous as Sharon without going topless in her swimming suit. This is my underwear This is my underwear card, and it's a Father's Day card. I just thought this pattern looked a little bit like boxers, and so I cut it myself. It's really, really advanced. And then there's some washi tape underwear band right there, and then of course it's got a nice little comfortable sequins right there. We cover up anything that might be a little bit risque, so keeping it real is the deal, and then just decorated with some other little. I like that. I pretty much like that design though. But this is my underwear. If I ever talk about my underwear card, this is it. This is a pocket card, obviously, and I tucked a little hanky. This little hanky, the way you get that to work is just beat the snot out of a piece of cardstock and just keep mashing it. You can spray it, you can mash it, you can spray it, you can mash it until it absolutely gives in to you and surrenders. And then you just smash it in that pocket and glue it all down and tell it who's boss. This is, I believe this is, I don't feel any texture here. So I think this is like white gel pen for the sewing. This was a die cut. These are some sequins. And this is white core paper, so I sanded the edges to get that rough and ready look. And you can get that with white core paper that's dark blue. You can get a really good denim. This is not advanced deniming, but it is just denim. It's primary denim. So anyway, yep. That's it. That's it. Oh, Bitty Penny's here too. Hot dog. You guys have to listen to Bitty Penny's. Dr. Shrub, is he there? That's what I really want to know. Bitty Penny did a Father's Day video, and her husband, Dr. Shrub, which is a whole nother story, I'm sure, did the voiceover. And one of my favorite things was he called a bone folder a paper flattener, and it was adorable. So it reminded me, Betty Penny, of when a friend and I tried to do a play-by-play of a professional baseball game that we watched on TV, and it's hard because we didn't have the resources to do it, and we only lasted a couple innings, and we recorded it, but it was too boring to watch. So your husband did really well. And then the other thing that he said was she was putting some ink on with one of these brushes, and he said it looked like she was putting makeup on a card. And so from now on, to honor Dr. Shrub, I hope that I shall always remember that when I'm adding ink, I can call it that I'm adding paper makeup, because I thought that was quite brilliant. And it was almost like, because he didn't know the terms that we know. We never make up anything new, but he didn't know the correct terminology. And I think that was kind of like why we enjoy listening to little kids so much, because they think of things that are kind of that just make sense to them, and he was just doing that too. I liked it. Yes, yes. Anyway, this is a cute little box. It's called a pizza box. They're not hard to make. And I just was pulling out all my boxes since they take so much room. I'm going to put them elsewhere. And then I opened it up and I went, oh my golly, there's a cute little fold accordion album in it. I had no idea. I'd forgotten all about that. And I loved this paper because it had this newspaper stuff. This night was one for the scrapbook. That's a really great title for a scrapbook layout, isn't it? But it has just this little old fold out, and I think it's like 3 by 3. And it's super cute. I'm not going to make it tonight, but they're not hard. You just need a really good stout piece of cardstock, and then a good one, a paper flattener, so that you can get these nice little creases. And this was fun though. This was fun. And I apparently used it just for props. So back it goes and close it up. Anyway, those are cute. These are cute little boxes. And I've made lots of them. On to the gnomes. That's enough for Father's Day. On to the gnomes. This was the card that was, these were little ice cream cones where I was trying to make a cluster out of them last Thursday. It vexed me completely, so I made something that was not clustery at all. And in a bluster, I chose to uncluster. And because I had flustered, yes, there we go. I'm sure there's a poem there. A limerick in the making. But this is what I ended up with. But then I was looking at these little, I was looking at the stamp. And you know, sometimes you look at a stamp and you turn it upside down and it becomes apparent that the people that were making the stamp made a mistake when they were marketing it because, or naming it, because while they do look a bit like ice cream cones, what are they? What are they? What are they? They are not. They are gnomes in hiding. So we pulled, I made a little envelope or a little slit there, and so they could hide their bodies, and then they become little gnomes. And now you can see them correctly. they were posing as ice creams. I'm sure there's a children's story in there too about how the gnomes are actually ice creams hiding from the heat or something. And then I made it in little easel cards so that indeed you could put the little gnomey guys in there. And if I made this Friday afternoon right before Craft Roulette, so I'm sure there's, if you could put a little pond in there and all sorts of cool things, some trees, all sorts of good things. And that is how we made a gnome. But this part was no more than an envelope or a triangle, basically, going right from the gnome's cone, the gnome cone, the gnome's cone, and I just take it on down with white, and then I just traced it with another color and trimmed it just a little bit, and that's how I did it. I think they're darn cute. I do. I'm gonna try to, maybe I can do a, I don't know, but there they like to rest. This is kind of a gnome bed, which is a nice segue to the next card, which is my bed card. And there are 2 bed cards. There is a sweet and charming and delightfully innocent I miss you or something like that card. Oh, there's dog fur or cat fur. And then there is the menopause card. Now, menopause card, of course, is quite a bit of love, quite a bit of wonderfulness. But basically, a menopause card is, well, I don't have a body in there, but she probably has a sheet. Let's make it so she looks like she at least has a sheet. There we go. She's better now. And otherwise, she had no body. I don't know. Maybe I should make, maybe, I don't know. And this one was also something I made a million years ago. No, this is actually very funny. I just read the inside. Oh my gosh. The menopause card has a blanket so that can be flipped off the top of the flashing woman, and then on the end, and it says under here, I feel your heat, and then on the inside, in in emergency, this card can be used as a fan. Okay, I am self entertained very well, but and on the outside it says hot stuff. So this is my look how flushed she is. I think she probably even has steam coming off of her. But yep, so I feel your heat. So if you have a friend who is enjoying some energy surges, that this may be a card you want to make for her. In emergency, this card can be used as a fan. And that is actually a very, very thoughtful gift right there. That is my menopause card. I don't think you need any instructions on that. It's just a piece of something pretty. You could make it with a little piece of blanket, even if you had some old blanket or something. Wouldn't that be cute? You could just cut it up and put it on there. Yeah, I think so. And or you could just, you feel cozy. I don't know. You could do any number of things like this. So, but the bed card. This is my bed card, and I was so surprised at how small it was. It was kind of like going back to your childhood haunts and go, oh my gosh, look at that. I thought that was much bigger in as I remembered it. It was much bigger. So this is the bed card. So are you ready? Okay, here it is. It's not as, remember, it's smaller than you may be anticipating. So you open up the flap. It's kind of like, well, it's not exactly a matchbook card. It's kind of like a reverse matchbook card, I guess. You could have this be a big, big, big flap. I'm sure you could figure this out. And then you just open that baby up. And you've got the head of the bed, and you open it up, and you've got the bottom of the bed, and so it looks like a little bed. That's all there is to it. Now you could put little legs on the bottom, and maybe we will tonight. We might get industrious, and then you just make it kind of pretty on the front, and it's not too much to it. You could put this on a card too, if you wanted to make it an interactive front, and then you wouldn't have to have the legs on it. And it's kind of like, it's one of those beds when you first move into your house or apartment and you just have the mattress on the floor. That's all this is. You don't have to have legs. You can pretend it's on the floor and it's fine. So that's how this is it. But you can decide. I mean, I made a girl. Okay, so I made a girl, and we're going to make the bed around this girl instead of making like I put these cute little bunnies in here, and one of them, I don't remember, I don't have the stamp set anymore, but this little guy, I took out one of these little bunnies and made another bed card, but I don't know where it is. And this little guy is saying, I miss you. And you really could bring a tear. You could bring a tear like you would if it were a Hallmark advertisement. I could make you cry, but just by opening this up, because the person is off doing whatever the person's doing, and you miss them so badly, and they find the perfect card that doesn't exist, and but then you find this perfect card when you go to the fun section. That wouldn't be fun at all because it's sad, but the fun section of the Hallmark aisle, which isn't the Hallmark aisle, and you open it up and there's just one bunny and it says I miss you, and everybody starts to cry, and then pretty soon they just walk in the door and everybody hugs and everything's fine. But this has a little bit of ribbon just to make it, very realistic. There's a little something at the top of the bed, and have a little pillow that I made, and see, there's the top part of the pillow and the bottom part of the pillowcase. These bunnies use top sheets. I'm telling you, I can't believe we talk about this. This is actually a social thing that we talk about top sheets, but yes, these bunnies are all about the top sheet. And so let's figure out how to make this. So this little guy, when he's all closed up tight and snug, he's 3 1/4 by 3. So 3 1/4 by 3, so that's going to fit on any A2 size. But we're going to work around her. And she's cute. She's got some little bed booties on. And because it's very cold, her little feet get very cold. So she's got some little bed booties. And I picked out a couple things. I've got some little pink striped, I thought would be kind of a cute little sheet, maybe. I know. You could do that little, that could be the little sheet. I found a little doily that we might be able to make a little pillowcase for her. Wouldn't that be pretty? And her eyes were asleep. Her eyes were closed, so I thought she looks like she's asleep. So we'll go for it. And then I got a couple. I also have some other pink paper in case I want to decorate that sheet just a little bit. And I'm sure I have some. That's a pretty sheet. I'm like going to Macy's and shopping for sheets, except working with my own paper. And then I also have some. This is maybe not. Well, yep, that could be wide enough for the bed, couldn't it? It's just a single bed, or we could put her over there if we want to miss somebody and make everybody cry and be miserable. But if or we could do her over here, and then you could put a little animal in there like Boomer. You could put little animal up here too. You can also, I pulled out a couple stamp sets that I thought would be kind of fun. If you wanted to make it kind of like somebody's having trouble sleeping, you could add some little sheep going over the top of that bed. And I found some cats that were all asleep too. I think this is kind of morbid now that I realize this, but it's like, I'm so sorry your cat died, but the end is kind of morbid, like their Dia de la Muerte. El gato. That's really bad Spanish. But you could have a kitty cat that was asleep right next to her. That would be really cute. Or here's another little sleeping or dead dog. We hope it's not dead. But it could be sleeping on the little bed too. So that would be darling. And then I was really quite taken aback at how many animal stamps that I had where their eyes are closed. I had no idea. The little hippopotamus, and look, she even has her little hands up like she's sleeping, like stretching. She would be a really cute little animal. And then I thought maybe even a giraffe could be asleep underneath, or one of these could be a really cute little stuffed animal. So those are some of my little thoughts about this little person. So okay, let's figure it out. How much bed? Let's see. We want this top piece to be. We'll have to cover this up. Yes, Bitty Penny. Yes, you could you could just pull your sheet back up over your head. If you had this a little longer, you could have a little extra and then have it just pull right up over your head. Yes. Yes, not today. Yes, just not today. And just go, whoop, there it goes. I'm going back to bed. I like it. And let's see, if we have this go that high, that is about how big? Let's measure this all up, be real official. That's 2 inches, and then she's about 3 1/4, so that's 5 1/4. And then we would need, okay, so then we'd have to bring this back up. We can figure that out. Let's cut this branding strip off and use this paper. It's the end of a line for an old paper set that I've had for a long time. Okay, go to bed. There we go. Let's just pull this over. We can just fit it to size. Okay, that's going to be our bottom. She doesn't need a lot of space. We're going to give her like 1/4 of an inch at the top. She doesn't need a lot of space for her feet, so we'll just bring that on up. Where's that paper flattening thing? There we go. All right, does that work? Now you could get one of those modern beds and make it really big and do the big upholstery thing. That would be pretty cool. But there she is. She's pretty good. I think she's comfortable. Let's close this and see how far up we go. We want the top to fit over the bottom. So with my scientific magic, I notched where it was going to be. Can I find it now? Okay, there it is. I see the mark. I'm going to make it a little bit bigger. Not much, but a little bit. Okie doke. All right. Now somebody will make, some company may make a die set so that you can make a bed. I'm not doing that one. Not going to happen here. I am going to, but that would be lovely. I know people would like that. I'm going to go ahead and just, that looks about right. And go ahead and make my mark in life. Oh, made a mark on my life? Yes, I did. And that's going to be what we're going to do for the bed top. That may be a little too much, but you know, let's just paper. We can always whisper that under our breath. It is just paper. All right. Is that going to cover her? May make a difference if she has a friend or not. It will make a difference whether she has a friend or not. But if we have this little thing here, and you know, we could have this part flap open too. You wouldn't have to. How big is this? Okay, that's just under 3, so we'll just do it about there. Just under, and that's going to be a little more just under 3 than just under 3. Thank you, Sharon. And we could make this fold back too. That would be lovely. Oh, she's so sleepy. Oh no, it may be up under her chin a little too much. There we go. Oh, look up there. She's so, I don't think, you know what? I don't think we need to have it. Yeah, it's going to be too long. But I kind of like that looking through there will be okay. We're going to have to put something on here anyway. We might end up with like this. Let's try this. Let's make this on the outside and see how that looks. And that way it can cover it up. Oh, where is it? There it is. This would be cute for a baby, wouldn't it? A baby card? Really would. Really cute for a baby card. Welcome. Get your sleep, whatever. And we will cut that off. Right there. This was just under 3, so we can make this just, let's make it about 3 1/4. Obviously, another one of these organic things that I think, since I'm making the card, nobody necessarily has this card. So that's going to go in there. Ooh, look at that. That's going to make a difference too. Oops, that didn't work. That's going to work. That's not going to work. But we can put something there. We're just filling in the spaces. It probably would have been a good idea to have this figured out. But I didn't, and it's okay. Tell you, bunny trail. Bunny trail haul has a lot of grace involved. Let's see. Let's make that again. Let's make it 3 1/2. Oh, I threw her. I threw her for a loop. Now, I don't want those dinosaurs at all, but I can always cover them with something cute. Okay, if we make it there and make it down here, is that gonna work? Come here, darling. I just have to figure out how to get your bed to work. Aren't you glad I'm not? Oh man, I am so glad I'm not a carpenter. Okay. So what we can do is we can put this side on the white. Oh, there we go, girl. Now you are cooking. And then we can put this on here. And we'll still have to cover these two ends. My paper choices weren't really very friendly for such instances. And then that's going to be her blankie. This is going to be her pillow. It's going to be so pretty. Wonder how far I can get away with that. Don't think about that too much because you're not ready to cut yet. Okie doke. And then we're going to go ahead. We can put some little spindles on this too so that the bed's going to be inside the card this time instead of on just by itself. Yep, that's going to be okay. Then we can round this off too, you know. Let's just do just a little chomping there. It doesn't have to be pronounced. There we go. Do we want the little girl? She could be a doll too. This could be a pocket where she comes in and out. What happened to some more of my scrappy stuff? There's this one. Okay, so her bed could match. Her bed could match her blankets. Would that be weird to have blankets and beds matching? Let's see. So it's going to look like that. I don't like that too much. Wonder. Ooh, I have just this much left of this paper. That's not very helpful. But if I could I put this on here? Wouldn't work on would I have enough for that? Well, let's see. Oh, you know what? Let's do it this way. Let's sandwich these two together, and then we'll have a pretty bed on the outside too. Okay, let's do that, and then whatever's left, we'll put at the bottom. Whew. Good heavens, this is hard work being a carpenter. Who knew? I will appreciate the carpenters in my life more. I'm going to fold that so that I can see where we are. See, now it's going to look like a real bed, and it's going to have some stability too. We might come in with a little bit of paper makeup here and add to the edges. There we go. And then we can put, see, yep, it's going to just be fine. Oh boy, was I ever lucky on that. Okay, I needed that. Okay, dog. Let's fold that again. This way. So I can get the flat edge with the flat edge. Oh, now the bed looks like a real bed. Sort of. I'm going to cut right inside both of those layers so I don't have to worry about any of the yellow showing. Because that yellow is great for some projects, but not this one. Okay, you match your red bed with your blanket. Oh, there you go. Oh, Roberta. Yes, you would be. That, see? Yeah. That's horrible. I'm sorry. That's a sad thing. Yeah, that's going to hurt a long time, I think, huh? I'm so sorry. Okie doke. And so let's put these guys together. I don't think that would be an appropriate card, though, for somebody who's had such a loss. Okie doke. Let's put this on here. And that is going to work, I think, better. And then since it's all stuck on, then I can probably start to bend it a little bit. Get this to go. Yep. It worked. You could use a scoring board or a scoring tool too. What did your husband call that one, Biddy Penny? I don't remember. It had, when you were using a scoring tool, I think he used something too. Called that something. Okay, now we're just going to put the bed, this part, onto the card. We're not going to put the sticky up part. because that's going to stick up. Okay. Now, if I were a paper engineer, I might have a way to make that stick up better. I am not going to figure that one out tonight. And when I do things like that, it's not easy. And it tends to get very bulky and not really work. So this would be, so far, it'd be kind of a fun little card to open. So it looks very plain, very simple. You open it up, open it up, open it up. And you could put rugs on here too. Why not, right? And then there we have our little bed. Yes, so far so good. And our little girl. I'm not gonna, you'd have to do the back side of her if you were gonna use a puppet. But you could, yeah, popsicle stick on a puppet. You could definitely pull her out. And I've done that before. If you wanted something that was a little less stiff, you could put her on a chenille too. Chenille. And then you could have her walk around the bed. But I think for tonight's purpose, she gonna stay in bed. She just gonna stay there. And she's not gonna get up. And I think I'm gonna have to cut that off a little shorter. And then I want to see if I have any a little silky. Oh, I forgot to do the edge of the ink makeup. Yep, that's looking like a good little sheet. Ooh, almost fall off. Let's see what we've got in my red drawer. Do we have anything silky? We have some, but that's not appropriate. Do we have anything silky? We have some rickrack. That's kind of cute. Oh, here's something. This looks like exactly what we need. Just a little silk edge on her sheet. Oh, isn't that lovely? She's going to have such good dreams. It's just perfect. Such perfect dreams. This would be cute for if somebody was going to college and sleep in, or if you were sick, go ahead and enjoy your bedtime. New apartment. I hope you sleep well. I hope your neighbors are quiet. I don't even know, but I'm sure there's just a plethora of appropriate ways you could use this bed card. There's some ink, some paper makeup right there. And we'll go ahead and put some adhesive along there. They're a little silky. Oh, it's going to be so nice to sleep in silky sheets, especially since she's having to sleep in her boots. You gotta do with what you got. And the girl had boots, so we can pretend all we want that it's not real boots and that she's sleeping in big socks, but we all know it's really boots. And I don't want to get her head down yet. I want to be able to lift her head up, so I want to get the sheet on. There we go, because we're going to add that pillow. That's looking good. Bed card. Oh my goodness. Okay, so she definitely needs a little lace pillowcase. Oh, there we go. And then we'll just fold that under so we know how big to make it. Nothing but the best for this young lady. So There we go. Not a bad lace pillowcase. Maybe I can just do it like this. Oh, come on. Off you go, off you go. And then it's getting stuck in the glue. I want it to just fold it under at the top so it looks like it's, you know, how a pillowcase, it's dimensional. So this is my realistic moment. You could fluff it up too, but I wonder if that's, nah, it's okay. Wonder, but I do wonder if it would look better with a little white underneath it. Yeah, so she has, we want it to be totally realistic after all. You know, I'm kidding when I say that. Let's go ahead and make that look more pillow-esque. Pillowcasey. So it has a backside too. It has been ages since I made this card. I looked on my blog and I couldn't find it, so I don't know. If you go back far enough on my blog, you can't see the pictures either. And it's a little hard to search, but you know, if you haven't followed me for a million years, how would you even know what to search? You don't even know what I've done, so let's see. This should just go right here. She's going to have a very flat pillow. But I'm sure it's going to have... You could put a little lavender on this. That would smell pretty then. And not at all sure that that looks even. But it's a pillow, so it probably isn't even. So I need to get over that. I think that's pretty much underneath. So you could color your little girl any way you want. I used watercolor pencils. There, she's so angelic. She's so sleepy. So, yep, this could be a great little card for going away to school or or if you had a little baby, you could do a little baby card. Things like that. That is cute. I like it. So then it just folds up, folds down. Close it. You might want something to close it with, and then we can add a little something to the outside. Ooh, looky there. Could maybe give a hint of the pillow inside. I think I would suggest this needs to perhaps go out just a little bit because it's kind of bulky. But if you had a tie, I think we're gonna go ahead and use a little ribbon and tie it, and then you open it up and there you go. There's the little girl in her bed. That's going to work. That's going to just be fine. So, except now, what's my next challenge is to make it, well, if we put it out here, we're going to not have that same challenge. Let's go ahead and put it on the outside like that. I thought if I put it on the inside, you're going to see, it wasn't going to work. Well, it just wasn't going to work. There we go, and I still have a little piece of this. That will work right there. Flop it over just a little bit. Go ahead and trim him up. Hold that over so I know where it is. You're going to just want to be making bed cards all day long. Maybe not. You like the pillow? Oh, your husband called the bone folder a popsicle stick. That's right. He did. He's got a popsicle stick. You know, a popsicle stick would be a heck of a lot cheaper than a bone folder, especially the Teflon ones. It's got a popsicle stick she's going to be flattening some paper with. It is a cute video. It is. And the little camping paper was just really not enough to make me want to camp, but it was close. It was close. What are we doing here? Here we go. You know, if I'm going to have to make the tie not go from top to bottom, but across, because I've got this lace now. If I do it around this way, the lace is going to get crushed, and that's not going to work. Oh, the traumas and details of card making. Okey-doke. And then can we do it? Nope, there's not enough there. So, but do we have some of the... Yeah, we do. We will give a hint down here. Oh, that's going to be cuter anyway. Okey-doke. So, let's see. The paper is going... On the inside, it's going horizontally. So, let's see if we can make this go horizontally as well. Not there. We got some real nasty ink going on there. That's not horizontally, Miss Mary. Nope, we can't. That's okay. It's okay. You are getting way into the weeds there, trying to be a little too perfect, Miss Mary, and you know, it's just not going to work. No reason to put on the brakes because of that one. I don't want to see the dinosaurs. And then we've got this little piece. We'll cut that little piece off. This would be cute for, you know, I mean, you could make these so many different ways with the different kinds of papers you could use. Oh my goodness, isn't that adorable? That's just so cute. That's cuter than the first one, I'm pretty darn sure. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and shut that up. Shut it up. And then we can go ahead and put some ribbon around it. Where? And we leave it on the spindle while we are tying to make life easier. Well, Bunny Trail Haul hasn't been bad tonight. We did some good Father's Day ideas. Ice cream gnomes. Menopause card. And a cute little bed card. I can mess with this later, but that's my little bow for the night. And I think, go ahead and just hold it in place with just a little bit of adhesive. Just so that I know it's in place. You could put any kind of sentiment on here. Little packet of lavender inside, and you could put that on a card. And then that just opens up. And you go, oh, wait, what's going on? And you get another one, and you can put your inside sentiment right there with that little girl. And if you had a little animal or something that would look like a stuffed animal, that would be cute. You could put that in there too. But if it's for a kid, that's fine. And if you do have it for somebody that gets hot at night, just leave it so you can flap it. And you can also, you know what would be also cute if you had a little kid and they had moved on and they didn't have their security blanket anymore, you could actually make one out of that if they were going to college. Wouldn't that be like over the top sentimental? Oh, that would be so adorable. So, lots and lots of ideas for you tonight. So let's let her go to bed. Then we've got just go over this real fast again. We've got the I Feel Your Heat. In emergency, this card can be used as a fan menopause card. We've got oh my gosh, the gnome combs. Ta-da! I'm a gnome, I'm a cone. And the gnome comb easel card. Of course, everybody's doing those this season. And then we have this. Then, of course, do not forget the little fold-out album. How to make a little faux silk what is it? A silk handkerchief. Then we've got the underwear card. We've got the faux gatefold faux. You can put some hair in there. Tom Selleck dude's card. We've got the lunch bag card that just folds over, and you can put lots of gift certificates, lots of them, like lots of them, or cash. It's all good. And then the 5x7 grid that is full of 1.5 by 1.5 inch squares, which makes a really cute card. And I want to try some more. All right, I think you got enough to work on at least for the night. Right? You have enough to work on for the rest of the night. Especially in Sweden, it's pretty late, so you shouldn't have to stay up too late and finish that. But that's my bed card. Thursday we'll be back and we actually have another study hall in June, and I've got a bunch of 4th of July cards to show you. I'm not sure what else, but I know I have some 4th of July cards to show you. And then Thursday night we'll do shapes. We're going to talk about shapes with line, because we have talked about line. We've talked about horizontal, vertical, diagonal, curved lines. Now we're going to talk about how they all work into shapes. Some cute projects to make. And then Friday we have Craft Roulette with Christine Bertram. She's a hoot and a holler. Make sure you're here nice and bright and early for her. And then get some sleep before her. She's fast. Oh, thank you. I dressed up today. And then Saturday we have our scrapbook event. So if you want to play a few rounds of scrapbooking, it really is cool. It's a lesson too. It's like a lesson and a game. So this month we are concentrating on photos, teaching about photos when you're scrapbooking. Going to do it every month, last Saturday of the month, but the lessons are going to change. So, and I won't go back to this one probably for a long time, if ever. Exactly, I'll change it. So, anyway, if you want to join us, it's pretty cool. If you want it free, be a big funder. Oh, which reminds me, which you get $5 off and you just walk in. You get a free pass. It's like going to Disney and getting a free pass to the front. We do want to thank our patrons, because I forgot last time and I hate that. Look at that. We've got Rachel Castle, Janet Flanagan, Kim W., Vicky Emerson, Vicky Ruda, Jackie Rip, Leslie Herman, and Grandma Gay is here, and they're all big funders, and they get to walk right on free pass to the exclusive content on our Facebook. It's on our Facebook. It's on the old Mary Gunn Facebook page. I know I'm everywhere. I'm sorry for being confusing. Then we have a whole mass of fun supporters, and we really appreciate each and every one of you, and fun friends too. Man, you guys are really helping us out a lot. So, appreciate you. Mwah. Time to do it. Yes, no t-shirt today. It feels very, very odd. Very, very odd. But t-shirt tomorrow. Crafty Al and I will be watching your social media. That's all I can say. Around noon. Watch your social media around noon, 11, something like that. We're gonna have some fun. All right? Okay. That's it for tonight. I did kiss my brain. Yes, I did. One for you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. And we will see you soon at one of these events, I hope. Thank you. I'm going to go read your messages. Bye-bye.